Tony, I have to thank you for everything you've done for Netflix over the last few years with your Kill Tony shows. We've been thinking maybe it's time we give the man of the people his own special.
I was built in the darkness of the Comedy Store in LA at a very dark time.
Can you hear me, Tony?
And if you only knew, I'm about to spill the beans on these motherfuckers. They don't even know. I'm about to give them the whole inside scoop. They gave me a chance, you know what I mean? They gave a hungry fucking wolf a chance.
Finally, they're giving a hungry wolf a chance. Tony Hinchcliffe finally has his own Netflix special, and let me tell you, it does not disappoint. In Man of the People, Tony covers all of the hot-button topics you would expect from one of the highly trained killers in Joe Rogan's stable of assassins. Topics so sensitive that just thinking them out loud could get you canceled. In the modern woke era where comedy is illegal, we need free speech warriors like Tony out there telling us how it really is, with finely crafted jokes about race, and more jokes about race.
Black men love eating chicken. That's clearly the black section up there.
If you're wondering, like we're all wondering, how does Tony not have his own special yet? He addressed this all the way back in 2016.
Took me a while, though.
Special,
Took me a while just to get them to watch it.
Exactly. Well, they're number one, and it's hard to.
Netflix is number one.
Baby.
Unless you're a girl or you're black.
It's
like HBO, it's all girls and African American.
You said it, Brennan. I'm not saying it.
Right.
It's the only time in history, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, where you could sort of say being a white, heterosexual male.
It's the hardest thing
is,
to be.
Because Tony isn't black or female, back in 2016 he had to produce his own special, but not anymore. The hard work paid off and Netflix decided to give a hungry wolf a chance.
Yes! What the fuck is up? Who's with me?
There's absolutely no reason why any comedian should come out like this. Even the Kevin Hart types that play sold-out arenas really should not be pulling this shit.
It's showtime!
This really is just a testament to Tony's overinflated ego after riding the popularity of comics he's brought on his show, as well as Joe Rogan's dick.
I ain't gay. Yeah. Surprise, surprise, motherfuckers. I'm saying it. If any guy in this room thinks I'm gay, guess what? You're gay.
The audience breaks into an applause here because it's really a great comeback. Tony deploys the "I'm rubber, you're glue" tactic and proves why he is and always will be the roast master in chief.
I'm saying it once and for all. You see a guy with good bone structure? A little bit of style to him?
People judge Tony for a lot of things, particularly his style. Let's just take a look at what he's wearing for his special. All black from head to toe with a shiny bedazzled western belt buckle and his cute phone sticking out of his back pocket. And I don't know, whatever these fucking Nikes are. Tony spends the first 5 to 6 minutes of the show in a desperate attempt to prove he's not gay, and by minute 7, we're already into crowd work.
Whatever the fuck this guy is right here, exactly.
Yes, crowd work. Just one more of the many ills of society we have social media to thank for. Stand-up is on its second deathbed, and crowd work is one of the many reasons why. Thank you, Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, someone asked me, do I smoke meat?
What was once a way to connect with an audience became a new medium of stand-up. Every comedian began uploading clips of crowd work to social media, creating a new expectation for audiences to be involved.
She teaches women how to give blowjobs.
Is that a real thing? Get the fuck out of here.
Comedy used to be a spectator sport, and now the audience is expected at some point to get out on the field and play. It spawned a new wave of crowd work comedians making crowd work specials that have spilled out, dripping with a vile and putrid afterbirth of cheap jokes and an absolute fucking lack of material.
Can I get a skilly diddly diddly doo 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 doo?
Shilly diddly doo doodly doo.
Hell yeah, buddy. Sure am glad you're here in the front row. Are you eternally furious? Is that what's wrong? No, you're a happy guy. Okay, all right.
Oh god, not even 10 minutes in and Tony's bombing not just in front of his audience, but to his audience. He makes a joke about black people but doesn't want to let it linger, so he immediately pivots back to crowd work around the 11-minute mark.
But what you don't know, if you don't have a lot of black friends, is what I know, which is that black men do not love eating eggs. Because even in the chicken world, they don't want to be around their children. I love it. Are you guys father and son?
It's not that Tony is bad at stand-up comedy. He understands timing, he has the ability to craft a joke and deliver a punchline. Tony's shortcomings are related to his personality in that he's just an intolerable cunt.
Believe it or not, people, I welcome migrants to the United States of America with open arms. And by open arms, I mean like this.
He's a guy who, against all odds, made it to the top, but once he got there, decided to just be an awful and disgusting human being.
There's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay, all right. Okay. I've never said the N-word before on stage. But if you ever stub your toe in the middle of the night, try it. Yeah. It's a naughty word, I know. And I know what you're thinking. I would never say that, but if you hurt yourself, you should try.
Around 15 minutes into the show, Tony tells a joke where the punchline is just an endorsement for using the N-word. There's a history of white comics using the N-word, a long, problematic history.
And so it was that a young song and dance man, who was later belovedly known as Daddy Rice, was the first to bring blackface characterization to the American stage.
But my opinion is, if a white comic wants to make a joke about using the N-word, they should at least have the balls to say it.
So say it. Say what? Say the word you want to say. I'm not saying that I want to say it, I'm just saying that I can't. Sure you can. Say it. Say it right now. I will say it with you. Okay.
If a white comedian uses a slur on stage and the joke is good enough, they'll get a pass.
I wouldn't use it anywhere.
No, exactly. These two.
We
use
say
that
on stage.
on stage.
You guys don't. That's
that's the difference. That's the difference.
And if the comic uses the slur on stage in a way that's not funny,
said some pretty nasty things to some Afro-Americans, a lot of trash talk, and
Stop laughing. It's not funny.
I'm not going to judge the offensiveness of Tony's joke here. I won't even say whether the joke was funny, but I will say he would not have, in this instance, gotten the pass. And therein lies the issue with the special. Tony is making his best desperate attempt to be a shock comic, walking the razor's edge of hilarity and offense, but never quite gets where he's going. That's partly due to the jokes just not being good, but also because in a time where free speech martyrs insist an offensive joke is an act of courage and consequences are public execution, the Overton window has shifted to the point where the audience has become numb to provocation. A comedian can just get on stage, say a slur, and the audience would have the same reaction as if they were just commenting on the weather. Case in point.
You Yeah.
Every bit in Man of the People is either about sexuality, race, or crowd work about race. It's actually a bit of surprise that the special isn't better. I had higher expectations given that Tony has been using this material for over half a decade. Around the 40-minute mark, Tony goes into a bit that seemed familiar.
We can all be accidentally racist. Yeah, back when I lived in LA,
I couldn't quite figure out where I'd heard it before. Tony hasn't released a stand-up special since 2016, so why would I know where the jokes were going? Tony previously toured with Joe Rogan as an opener, and in Dallas, Texas back in 2019, I was there in floor seats watching a younger, more down-to-earth Tony before the belt buckles, visceral belly fat, face that looks like old shoe leather, and skin the color of boiled hot dogs, do this same bit, and I'll give him credit. It's as impressively boring now as it was back then. And that's Man of the People in a nutshell. Impressively boring. What it lacks in originality, it attempts to make up for in offensiveness. And even still, it disappoints. The jokes, edgy punchlines, and self-congratulatory smirks feel like a man attempting to prove to himself he deserves what he's achieved from sitting at the table while other comedians perform in front of him, and yet he remains unconvinced. Because ignoring the attempted swagger, celebrity friendships, and manufactured aura of danger, Man of the People feels less like a comic at the top of his game, and more like a man auditioning for someone else's seat he's currently sitting in.